Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Puzzle Agent. Let's continue the story. So last time we realized that there's just like a lot of multiple
Hello again,
versions
Daryl.
of
And
puzzles
Daryl,
that we can do. So I need to go back and
how are you
talk to
doing, Steve?
everybody and just make sure there's
See you,
not a
Steve.
second or third time, third puzzle to do. Obviously there's not a third puzzle for Gloria because she's not here. But to get back to the story, we know two things so far. We kind of know these gnomes exist. We know the sheriff wants to get rid of us. We know there's some creepy lodge that worships the gnomes. And we haven't even gotten the factory. And see, that's the real weirdness to it. We don't have an inventory system also. It's like we have two gears in some kind of inventory, but we can't see that. And we haven't picked up anything else. Although we do know we're carrying a tape recorder and a gun and a lot of gum. Let's talk to the sheriff, I suppose.
I checked up on the repairman. He was working at the hotel on the night of the accident.
Alibi checks out, huh?
He's in the clear. He couldn't have been involved. Have you looked into Bjorn and his friends? He seems to be an avid environmentalist. Perhaps the accident is a political statement.
Nah, Bjorn's always been a major part of this community. Since even before my badge was pinning up my diapers.
You wore a sheriff's badge on your diapers?
This is a community that celebrates its Nordic heritage, Agent Tethers. Not one that advocates violence.
Okay, this makes no sense. I don't... Is there a community in the United States that's like heavily Nordic? I don't know. I've never heard of anything like that. It seems like they're really stretching to make the story make sense here.
Have you heard about this hidden people superstition?
Hidden people.
Haha.
You had me going there, Tethers. A government agent investigating elves and hippie legends.
Yeah. How'd you going there?
Well, sounds like you have had a busy day. Let's wrap it up for today and start fresh tomorrow.
But you haven't really done anything. And we're no
That's true.
closer to getting that factory up and running.
Agent Tethers, I'm not from the big city. Around here, we take our time. Keep our heads clear.
As far as I can tell, everyone's heads are filled with puzzles.
Puzzles are a way to keep yourself from asking questions you don't want answers to.
What does that mean?
Interesting.
Means I'll see you in the morning, Agent Tethers.
So we had this conversation with him and it didn't do anything. So is this gonna trigger some new cutscene?
Bjorn is starting to look more and more suspicious. I just got a tip that he holds secret meetings in a local lodge. I remember seeing something about a lodge on my Scoggins map. I wonder if it's the same one.
Let's get this piece of gum. No new puzzles. You know what's weird though is I should go before I go to the lodge. Go look at the Samasea Woods and just see if there's extra puzzles. This piece of gum here. And then we'll go to, I guess, Lake Svin and check that out. See, we still got the repairman just working on this door with a screwdriver. I have no idea what he's actually doing. I suppose the more you wander around, the more your extra gum pieces you'll have.
Mr. Scruffman?
You're still here?
Yes, I am. I still have a couple questions for you.
But I don't
Thanks.
actually
That's
have
enough.
any questions. Alright, so that was a waste of time. So the game has got me wandering around in the wrong places just to look for a few more bits of gameplay. Let's go to the lodge. They've got boards all over their windows. I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on here. Were the hidden ones trying to, like, fortify this location so they were stealing boards from the fence at the inn?
There's some bright orange cloth caught on this sign. I wonder if Mike Lobb was trying to get away from this place in a hurry.
Interesting. We're getting some really interesting music playing right now. There's no puzzles or anything, so we just go in.
Looks like someone doesn't want me to see what's going on inside. Well, they probably shouldn't have made this a puzzle then.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Wow. Draw a single straight line from one red dot to another that will slice through every barrier blocking the window. So this shouldn't be too difficult. Really? I mean, like if I did this, doesn't that slice through every single one of them? No, it doesn't. It has to start something like there and end something like that. Nope, that's not right either. How about this one and that one? Does that slice through everything? Almost, but not quite. If we did something like this and that one. Oh, how about that one? It barely taps this one, it hits that one, it hits all of these, it hits all of those. I think that's it. I think it hits everything. It cuts this, 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 this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. That should be it. Got it on the first try. It's still very strange that this is the game. Very much. Usually you'd have puzzles like this, you'd only have like maybe 3, 4, 5, maybe a little bit more than 5 in a really long game. And then there would be some other more normal gameplay element, whether it's running around shooting people or, I don't know, something. Usually it is running around shooting people. So it's just so strange to be doing only puzzles in a story with an actual story in it. Usually puzzle games don't bother to put a story in it.
If you want a good look around, you might try knocking on the door.
Sheriff Bob! Oh, you startled me.
Snooping doesn't suit you, Agent Tethers. What are you doing here?
What, now you're questioning me?
What the heck is going on in there?
They meet regularly and celebrate their cultural traditions. But that's their business, not yours.
There's something about this crew that seems off to me.
Agent Tethers, you're here to get the factory back open. Not to question or belittle the beliefs of the townsfolk.
I'm pretty sure I saw Glory Davner in there.
The waitress? And doubt it.
She was standing right there a second ago.
Time to go, Agent Tethers. I'll escort you back to the hotel.
So that triggers this terribly animated cutscene.
Turn in, Agent Tethers. I don't want to see you out here again tonight.
It's like you're FBI. He's the sheriff. You could call the
me,
National
you
Guard
don't
on
wanna be
him.
out here either.
You could call his superior. You could call the county judge,
Sheriff
the
Fogg definitely
governor.
isn't working with me. I'm sure I saw Glory Davner
you
at the
could-
lodge.
Really mess him up. He shouldn't listen to a word he's saying.
And now Glory Davner's sneaking around town. I'm going to follow her.
So we're back here. Is there another puzzle to do? Yes. And how am I supposed to follow her? Is it with the snow plow?
Closed. I wonder what happened.
The varsity muskrats are still working hard at Hank's window shop. Helped him complete a pass again. So we now know through the rules that it's one full connection. So something like that. And then this guy can really only pass to that guy. Can this guy pass to that guy? No. Can this guy pass to that guy? No. So it's almost like, and sadly I don't think I can eliminate the connections here. So almost certainly this is the beginning or the end. And that has to be an endpoint too. So this one barely connects here. And where does that connect? Ooh, the problem here is just how many things aren't connecting to anything. Let's see. This, that. You'll quickly make a pentagram if you're not careful here. Let's see. So it's like this guy really can't connect to anything. There's nothing on anything that will hit besides, hey, how'd I not connect there? It's besides this one. So you know it's this. And then this guy can't hit that one, can't hit that one, can only do that one. This guy could do this one, but then you've got an issue of, well, how do I get to this one? This one connects there, and that one connects there. This guy can't connect to this one, can't connect to that one, can connect to this. This guy can connect to this. So if it started here and went around, can he go all the way through there? Yes, he can. Interesting. But this is an endpoint. So it starts here, it goes here, it goes here, and then goes to this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. So if I could just undo that connection, hey, this sometimes actually works. It goes here, 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 here. Is that one single pass per each person? Without going and repeating. I think that's it. I think we did it. Of course, we could be actually pursuing the investigation and attempting to move forward with the story, but I mean, this game seems like it's going to be short enough that you wouldn't want to miss any bit of gameplay.
Wow, that was interesting. but I figured it out.
There's no extra puzzle here. And you can't even, we can go in here. And is there any gum? We haven't seen any gum in a while. We can go out here. There's a piece of gum.
I'd better not.
And unfortunately, there's no puzzles or anything. So I'm glad there's no more gnome puzzles. That would be annoying. Nelson's still got snowmobile trouble. Rearrange the log so he will track through all the footprints before arriving at Gloria's destination. So it's another one of these. I think we know the rules. And we're just gonna rearrange it. Well, actually, let's read the rules. So we'll start off heading south. Must hit every footprint. What if he hits a tree? Oh, I think you're fine if you hit the trees. Let's see. Well, either I can hit the trees or I can't. If I can't, I need to move this one. And then if I move this one, I won't collect the right amount. And see, it just seems like a lot. Let's submit. I could be wrong here. This will hit all the footprints if I don't run into the tree. Nah, I just crash into the trees. So that's $75,000 down the drain. Where they got that number, I don't know. But they're just making up numbers, I'm sure. You can go through these small sections of trees. So this becomes a little bit of a problem then. The only way to get here is to do that. So then we come up here and we send them that way. But the problem is this step here. And I can't move myself. So you have to go down. Your two choices are either to go up here and like maybe cycle through this perhaps, and then maybe at that point. But I've run out of logs going down this way, and let's see if we switch this down this way, down this way, down this way, down this way. It doesn't work. Not completely. What am I missing? Give me a hint. I actually need a hint here. You need to solve using every log on the grid in order to solve this puzzle. Okay, good to know. Give me another hint. Here's part of the solution. I think that might be enough. Although I kind of knew that was part of the solution already. Maybe if I send it this way and that way. Yeah. So down this way, up here, up here, up here, up here. Oh, there we go. That's the solution. Remember, this is a storyline puzzle. I just had to use hints on. So they're getting difficult enough to pose a little bit of a problem. See, and the problem with puzzle games when you release them on PC is it's just like this is the one style of game where episodic or DLC almost is acceptable. You just constantly need more puzzle
Gloria
games.
was headed toward the factory. I gotta catch up with her.
Unless it's something like Sudoku or jigsaw puzzles that it's just randomly created using an algorithm, you kind of do need more and more content. So there's a light flickering at the factory, and she's feeding them. It is a little creepy. The gnomes. It'd be funny if the gnomes start talking to him and explaining everything. Oh, where is he now? Is this a dream? We've already had one dream sequence fake out at the beginning of the game. Wow. Wowie, wowie, wowie. All of a sudden, everything is just like ridiculously different. We're seeing out this window the what seems like we're flying in the forest, and out this window we're seeing like we're flying in space. How many puzzles? We've done 25. How many do we think there are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there might only be 10. Rough counting there. Let's talk to this guy and see what's going on. The story has taken a weird turn. Where am I? Who are you? Gnomes? Let's start with this.
What are those things? The gnomes. Was that real? Where am I? Wait, do I know you? You're the foreman, Isaac Davner. What happened to you? Yes? What is it?
Well, draw past to reconnect the loose ends, red to red, yellow to yellow, but be careful not to let the wires cross. A path segment can run between any two adjoining points. I have never done a puzzle before in any other game before this, where you had to solve a puzzle to fix somebody's brain. Screw up in space. Well, maybe he's not actually fixing somebody's brain in this one. Maybe he's actually solving wiring. Let's see. Well, this is gonna be a nightmare, I've realized. This has gotta do something ridiculously long like this. To encase this section so the wires don't cross. Just like that. There we go. Puzzle solved. Two years of electronics put to good use there. No, really in electronics we have these things called wires that have insulation, so you don't have to worry about them crossing. And you can easily connect things while skipping over other things. And they're not even used that often in microelectronics. Alright, now he's back with his hat on. So was that a dream?
Oh, what happened?
I found you unconscious in the woods. Did they speak to you?
Did who speak to me?
This game is getting weirder and weirder each time. Let's see. We got a piece of gum here. I like the gum element. I think more games should have gum just hidden everywhere. It kind of makes sense too. It's like, oh yeah, they're just inconsiderate people leaving sticky gum everywhere. Let's look at this.
I'm looking at a photograph of the Brotherhood. Isaac and Mike Lobb seem to be part of this group, and they seem to be friends. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna need some real answers now.
Let's start talking.
What exactly is going on here? What's wrong with these people?
They are in deep meditation. If you open your mind and let yourself hear the whispers, there will be no mysteries in life you cannot solve. Speak to them yourself if you want solutions.
What are these little creatures I keep seeing?
They are not creatures. They are people, older than any of us, living in what nature still exists around us.
Isaac Davner's still alive, isn't he? The lock on the factory door. He didn't build it himself. You put it there to keep him in. Or to keep people out. Why?
He has been spoken to. It is actually a great honor to have been chosen.
Chosen for what?
That is not for us to ask.
I'm gonna need a second to question these people.
Do what you must.
So that's one.
I don't think so, Agent Tethers.
I need to get the rest of the broken pieces from the brothers to fix this.
So we need to get broken pieces apparently to fix what, the last piece of the gear? Let's talk to this guy.
All we can do is open our minds. The language of the hidden ones is expressed in puzzles.
The probability is you'll be able to solve Scoggins' riddle. I don't know how you'd pronounce that properly. Alright. It's a regular riddle. We haven't had any of those, and that seems like a failing of the game. They should have given us a riddle earlier. Seems like we're really close to the end. Blind Lars Jorgen's mother knitted him 25 pairs of socks. 5 striped, 5 plaid, 5 spotted, 5 argyle, and 5 with owls playing fiddle. Now, unless he only has 1 foot or has 5 feet, there's already a problem here. Unless they mean 5 pairs of striped, 5 plaid, 5 that. Which maybe I'm misreading the sentence there. If they just gave you 5 socks, that doesn't help somebody with 2 feet very much. You're always gonna have an extra. Being a teenager, Lars failed to pair his socks and threw them randomly in his drawers. How many socks must Lars pull out before he can be absolutely certain he's holding at least 1 matching pair? Ah! So the thing here is it's a matching pair of any of them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 variations. And you could easily grab 5, and they would all be of the, and they'd be one of each variation. But as soon as you grab number 6, you'd have a pair. 2 doesn't make any sense, because you can't be guaranteed that you pull out 2 in the odds match. And 10 is far too many. Yeah, of course you'd have a pair. Unless you were thinking he has some other pairs of socks that aren't mentioned between these 25 that were made. And see, that doesn't make sense either, because then it's not very much of a riddle. It's just a question without enough information. So it's got to be 6. Now, the calculation, how long before he found the pair he wanted of whatever style is different and would take more than 6. Potentially, I suppose, it could be as many as, let's see, 25 minus 4. Yeah, it could be like 21.
That's a piece of the machine locking the factory. Where did you get that?
So I defeated him, and now he won't talk to me. I see how this is gonna go. Interesting. So how many puzzles have we done? 27. And at this rate, there's 1, 2 here. 1, 2, 3 there. That's 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Looks like we're going to be about 10, maybe a little bit more than that, if they have a round number. I would say 40 is the max. And then as far as our journal entries, we're up to number 15. Not that that seems like that matters too much. So we aren't that far from the end, it doesn't feel like. Anywho, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.